Yes, today I am pursuing my happiness. Welcome to Pennsylvania. That can only mean one thing. Well, I guess it can mean more than one thing. For me, it means road trip. I am headed up to get a snow pusher for my skid loader. Or finally found one. It's been a couple of weeks to get them in stock. I am buying a new one. It's an 8/10 foot snow pusher, 8 foot with wings on it, that if you want to fold the wings out, then it gets you 10 feet. I am purchasing it new from the same dealer that I got this skid loader from. Also going to get a set of chains to go along with it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. Road trip to PA to get a snow pusher. A little bit chilly this morning. It was in the high 20s when I left the house. It is Thursday morning. What is it? December 9th. Yes. Okay, let's continue enjoying this beautiful weather this morning and this great drive, and going to my happy place. Rutter's Dairy. I guess I need to stop somewhere and get some Rutter's chocolate milk for my daughter. Although I don't have a cooler to put it in to keep it cold. Let me see if I can figure something out. I guess I could put it in the back of the truck since it's in the low 30s today. That would probably work. I really do need one of those permanently mounted cameras in the windshield of my truck. So I'm just north of York, Pennsylvania, just past a billboard. It had a picture of our president on there, and it said, "I'm not going to donate my salary, I'm going to donate yours." Yep, that's about where we're headed right now with this administration, isn't it? Traffic is slowed to a crawl on my side, and I think I see why. Because on the other side, it must be a horrible accident. So everybody has to slow down to look, of course. But I do see lots of fire equipment, flashing lights. I see a truck here. I'm not going to look. I can look at the video later. Okay, what did you see? I'm watching traffic in front of me, and of course we're going to speed up now because we're past that. It always amazes me when the accident is on the other side and this side slows down. Alright, we got a snow pusher loaded on here. I was inside getting some information while they loaded this. I've got some tire chains here. This has got a rubber edge on it, rubber cutting edge, and then here's the wing system here that folds out with the pin there to lock them in place. So tailgate won't close with this in there, so I've got a strap I'm gonna put on there and head down the road. This is a full service Case IH dealer. You can even buy a red fire truck here. A ladder truck on top of that. Man, I could do some damage with that. I could paint some barn roofs with it, paint some barns. Oh yeah. I like the concept of these drills. You see the tongue slides around to the front for transport position, lifts it up and then transports, and then field position folds back around, transport wheels fold up, and then you go on down through the field. They are, so I've seen these for a couple of years now at the farm show, and they are some well-built drills. I think if I'm in the market for one, I would seriously look at these drills. That looks like some type of European European piece of equipment. Yeah, there's no discrimination here. They have some MFers on the lot as well. What is the name on this? Metal Fach. Metal Fach, am I reading that right? F-A-C-H. Where is this made? Poland. At least that's where the company is part of. Yeah, see that right there? So Koika, Poland. How the heck did something like that make it over here on this side of the pond? Huh. It's an interesting piece of equipment, actually. I'd love to see it in operation. I'll have to look up some videos. Here's a closer look at this drill here. Easy depth adjustment here. Now, my only concern that I've got are these outside wheels. I doubt that you're going to raise them all the way up as you're planting down through the field. I could be wrong. So the concern is, if they don't raise all the way up, you are going to mash or pack down 2 or 3 rows as you plant down through the field. So if you've planted this side down, turn around, and then go back up this side, that wheel is going to pack these first 2 rows that were just planted over here, is my guess. And in the heavy ground that we've got, that could be a problem. Again, I watched some videos to figure that out. I can't imagine that you lift. Now see, maybe this is correct, because this coulter here is a ripple coulter on the outside versus the bubble coulters the rest of the way across. So that must mean that wheel does pack down, and so this is on here to cut through a little easier, maybe. Yep, same thing on this end. Different coulter on the outside. And this is the drive coulter here. Yeah, okay, so maybe that's not all it's cracked up to be. It's well made. This is a 12-foot model, 5612. I'm not sure, is that a 6-inch spacing on there? Doesn't look like it's 7. I'm guessing it's 6-inch spacing. Yeah, that would be my concern. Huh, yeah, that's an interesting one. Okay, let me go south. I found a graveyard here that I've never been here before. Yeah, there's a lot of dead stuff there. But then on this side, there is some stuff that is alive and well and kicking. I've seen this advertisement in the Lancaster Farming newspaper for years. I've never been into this place. Wengers of Myerstown, PA. There's a lot of stuff in here. I had no clue. Plenty of tires. All shapes, all sizes. Flat on one side, square on 3 sides. Rims and more rims. I guess they dismantle tractors here. I did not know that. Yeah, all kinds of parts here. Well, that was fun. I didn't see anything that I had to have. Wengers of Myerstown. There's the sign. I'm not used to this Pennsylvania cold weather. It's, what is it, 37 degrees. It's 12:30, only 37 degrees. It's quite chilly. I'm just not used to this cold weather yet. Oh, it's going to be just like Christmas at my house. I've got my daughter some Rutter's milk. I think I'm going to wrap it in a towel and throw it in the back of the truck. With temperatures in the low 30s, it should be good for the next 3 hours in the back of the truck. I'll never tell her any different. One of my many observations from Pennsylvania is how much higher their gas is. It's always been that way. Gas, diesel fuel, all of it. This morning I filled up in Maryland. I paid $3.29.9 per gallon. Most places I'm seeing in Pennsylvania today are about, on average, $3.55 per gallon. So what's that, about 25 cents more? And their diesel is a whole lot higher. I think, well, I shouldn't say this because I did not look at the diesel price this morning. I needed gas, not diesel. But they're probably 50 cents higher on their diesel fuel. Crazy. One other thing I was thinking about, other than this cop that's going by me, you know, I always, I won't say always, most of the time I mention something political in my videos. I had a person comment on a video a couple weeks ago that I almost made it to the end before I mentioned something political. Well, that's just who I am. I've been involved in politics probably since high school, because in high school I was on the Student Government Association. I was class president. Right out of high school I joined Farm Bureau, part of the Young Farmers Group, and Farm Bureau is 90% politics. It's all about lobbying. I was, you know, going to local meetings, state meetings. I have served on numerous boards locally for our county government. Of course, I've been on the Maryland Grain Producers Association, so that has led me to state committees where I've testified. I've been to the halls of Congress many times to meet with our elected officials and lobby them and speak to them. So I'm a political person. I have thought numerous times about running for a political office, and I've always heard if you want to make change, you have to start locally. And I have talked many times about running for county commissioner in St. Mary's County. So I have been somewhat encouraged from the elections last month of the truck driver in, I think it was New Jersey, who ran for the State House in New Jersey and beat the incumbent, who was the Speaker of the House, I believe, in New Jersey, had been there 10 years or more. The truck driver spent very little money, I think less than $5,000 total on his campaign, and won a state contest. So that was very encouraging. And after the last year and a half and what we have gone through with all of this COVID crap, I'm just frustrated with everything political and how this has been handled. And I am considering a run for county commissioner. You know, I considered it 20 years ago, and my wife told me at the time, look, if you run for county commissioner, then I'm out of here, meaning she wasn't sticking around, you know, so I had to choose, and at the time I chose my wife. But, you know, we were also just starting with our daughter. She was just about to be born, but now I'm older, the daughter's almost out of the house. The wife probably doesn't care as much, and so I am, it's a consideration. Now, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to put up with the BS phone calls, and that's what, part of the thing that stops me each time I talk about running and think about running for county commissioner is I don't want to put my employees through that, because what is going to happen is constituents, citizens will be calling the store looking for me, or they will be coming into the store looking for me, and I'm not always there. I'm only there maybe on average 8 hours a week, and so the employees would be tasked with taking these phone calls, and I don't want to do that. And the other thing that I would have a problem with would be the BS phone calls. You know, when the dog lovers or the cat lovers start calling and complaining about whatever it is they complain about. You know, there's hot button issues with animal lovers, and I don't want to get into that BS part of it. You know, county government, or government in general, needs to be minimal. Education, protection, and roads. Those are probably the basics and what the government should be involved in. And I don't want to go out and kiss babies and shake hands when I run. You know, I'll put my platform out there if I choose to do this. I think I'll communicate, you know, through my YouTube account, but I don't want to be going to all these political events, doing all this fundraising, because that's not me. I have a good while to decide on whether I'm going to run. Our elections will be next November for county commissioners, and we have 5 county commissioners that we elect in St. Mary's County, and those 5 are responsible for running our county government. So as I said, you know, change starts locally. If you want to have an effect on government and you want to make change, you have to start locally. So as I said, I've been considering this again numerous times. It seems like almost every election that rolls through, I have numerous people come to me and say, Donnie, you need to run. You need to put your hat in the ring and run. And well, we'll see. I'm contemplating it and just trying to figure out if that's what I want to put myself through, because being a public servant is not an easy job. I know that. But as I said, it really, my consideration always comes down to my employees, and that I don't want to have to put them through that. I saw it when we owned the grocery store. The people that we bought the grocery store from, one of the family members was a county commissioner, and during that transition period, I observed him and the people that came into the store and would take up his time chewing his ear off, and the phone calls that he got at the store. So I know it happens, and I know it will happen. So we'll see. I'll let you know if I do decide to make that run. But yeah, so that's why I always throw politics into the mix in my channel, because I am political, and I know because of what I do as a farmer, politics do not fit this channel, and so I'll never grow my channel because of that. And as I'm speaking, we are now back legal again. Welcome to Maryland. Enjoy your visit. What happened to my happy place? That's the sign on the other side of the road, I think. Pursue your happiness. But no, in Maryland, it's just enjoy your visit. So that's, yeah, I'm always, or most of the time, going to throw in something political in my channel. And hey, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. just hit the state line. It's going to be a tough one getting around the Baltimore Beltway today before rush hour. I'm going to be right at the beginning of it, so rush hour normally starts about 3:30, so I'm going to be right at the beginning of it. Hopefully traffic isn't bad and I can boot, scoot, and boogie down the road. All right, 10 minutes after 3, and I am just now getting on the Baltimore Beltway, and we have slowed down immediately. I see brake lights. Yeah. So much for beating rush hour traffic. You know, that wasn't the most graceful way to take that thing off of the truck, but I was by myself, so it's the most graceful way I could get it off. Well, there you go. I can see already that I won't. Well, let me start this over. I can see already that I can't see with this thing. It's gonna be difficult sitting inside the cab to see the outside edge of this, but it is what it is, I guess, right? So these things here, this pin pulls out like this, and then you shove that out like that, and put the pin back in, and then you've got an extra foot on either side, so 8 feet now turns into 10 feet of moving snow. I guess when you don't have a lot of snow, if you've only got a couple inches, I guess that will work. But if you're talking about 6 inches or more, maybe, I don't know, you leave them in. I don't know. I've never used one of these things, so this is going to be all new to me. Trial and error. Luckily, it will be on the government dime and not my dime that it is trial and error. I was told, so I have a switch for a beacon light in this Skidsteer, but there is no beacon light on it. But I was told there is a connection over on this side somewhere to wire that light. I see nothing obvious at the moment on where that connection would be. I see the horn connection here, but I don't see anything else that is obvious. Ah, yes, there it is, right there. Okay. I guess. Do I need some kind of special thing to plug into there? Well, I guess I will have to figure something out there. It's probably special part number Z365P that I need to plug into that, yeah. And that'll be $53.72 from Case, probably. At least it's not John Deere, because then it would be $105.63 if it was green. Okay, I should have done a little more, should have asked a few more questions yesterday while I was at the dealership to figure that out. I just asked the guy, hey, how do I get a beacon light on here? I already have the switch. He said, oh yeah, there's a electrical connection on the right rear of the cab, easy to plug in. And I didn't ask any more because I figured, okay, easy to plug in. Well, yeah, it is easy to plug in if you have part number Z639P, which I don't have. Okay, it's up to the hardware store. Ladies' night is tonight, so I've got some things to do up there to get ready for that. And I'm gonna say, see ya.